Welcome back to another episode of Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition in Honor Mode. The game where we talk to people for a long time. Anything I should steal? This thing always moves around crazy. Guess I could block it.
You there! Cut it out!
Darn you. It's so goofy because you click on something and you're fine, but you have to walk to it. So like by the time you walk there, nice, you moved away just in time. Ooh, I definitely want that folded shirt. Kinds of paintings over here. You know what we like? We like paintings. Dude can see me. I cannot move the table. It's the stealing minigame. Yeah, you think I'd be able to like telekinesis it?
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now. Your head's growing all swollen and saffrons, I dare say.
Can't reach. Darn you. Yeah, it just auto uses the telekinesis spell.
You there!
No. Don't want bad attitude. So you can see like the bolt of lightning coming out of there. It's kind of weird how you can't telekinesis this though.
Providing you can afford it.
Oh yeah, let me talk to these guys since I didn't do it correctly.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business, and anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already. So you've wrangled a position in the Fabulous Five, have you? I'm fairly brimming with enthusiasm at the prospect of calling you a partner. You'd better leave me undisturbed, or my emotions might just bubble over. You've been sent after Ahu's insane robot, I understand. Do you imagine that while you're busy being crushed by that abomination, I'll manage to get through a whole drink, distraction-free?
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't you? Yes, my enfriending charm never fails. Me? You mean you don't recognize me? Well, you must live under a very large, very heavy rock, for I'm the finest wizard in Rivellon. Yes, that is strange. Strange indeed. But it's a strange world we live in, isn't it? A strange and magical world, full of wonders and regionis regentum. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed, if I'm as good as they say I am. You'll have sprouted a pair of long purple ears in the next hour. Ah, how I do love a tasty aubergine in summertime.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open. But I was paralyzed with fright.
Be lining your pockets.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone. No questions asked. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window. but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know? He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it. 3 hopeless sailors. Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is.
More talking. Let's look at the murder last before we get out of here. Talk to these dudes.
I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughs and says I'll see mermaids next.
Sure will.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows. Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the gnashing hordes, eh? More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thaleron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow.
I think there's an evil dude up here somewhere in one of these rooms. It's that crazy guy, probably. Like I was just money lying around.
What do you think you're doing?
No. What do I think I'm doing? I think I'm stealing. That's what I'm doing.
You there! Cut it out!
I should have closed the door. It's okay. That chest was... It's like a sneaking game. Hey, close the door. Apple juice. It used to be like $86.
have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play! My name is Eglandir Twil Selanar, elf of the House of Gandavum, the slaughtered House of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still.
Okay, you can trade with them.
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab. Hush now. Darkness, darling. Hush. Hush. And listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the Midnight Rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazuldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kazuldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes. By the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Maneater, she is nothing but an orc. A cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar.
By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge!
Okay, that's a seriously pissed off dude.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
He has been driven to madness by grief, I think. But I understand his urge to see every last one of that orc tribe dead.
As do I. His life's quest is bloody, but justified.
Vindictive. So many of these things. Immune to cursed. Probably better to be forgiving.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet she's on a, let's call him eccentrics, hit list.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace. That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road traveling alongside great caravans than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this earth is my home, for a few days or even but a few hours at a time, that is.
Some lockpicks.
You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't. For you and for me. Because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares. You have seen them, have you not? Is anything amiss? Punch-on perhaps, yes. I have the blood of sorcerers in my veins, and between you and me, the blood of sorcerers too. The power of sorcery is so very alluring, you know. But let us change topics, for should hunters catch a whiff of my inclinations, they wouldn't hesitate to kill me where I stand.
We happen to be source hunters, actually, and we will most certainly kill you where you stand.
Sorcery is like an incurable disease. If it's in your blood, all we can do is put you down.
Gods have mercy. You're a source hunter. But I never really dabbled in sorcery. No. Stand back. I'll defend myself.
I'm done with him. Oops.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. That I am. You wouldn't. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter. How gratifying that I am. You wouldn't, but you have seen them. Have punch on.
You should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a zealot.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give in to your inclinations.
Gods have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter.
Pragmatic. Yeah, I could kill her, I suppose.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. That I am. You wouldn't. You have seen punch on pa. We happen to.
Sorcery is...
Gods have mercy. You're.
More damage.
Seven, aid me!
You're in safe hands.
Immune to curse.
How could that happen?
The hunters go stalking.
Your wish is my command.
By the
He's charmed.
of the million breeder, they'll end it all. End it.
That looks pretty tough. The bad thing is, like, those dudes up there join them. Yeah, this place is pretty trapped. I saw somebody play this. It's kind of hard to see like how far you can move.
and tighter than the treasury. Might need to blow this one open.
Resurrect scroll. Nice. All right. I think I got everything. Actually, this is a chest I want to take.
Another one for the collection.
Let's go to the north gate. One tip I read is you can like basically
A
dump
good day to you.
chests through these gates and then just drop stuff into it. Drag it in there. Nope. I like how the chest doesn't have a fixed inventory. garbage in here. Joys of inventory management. Alright, so now I can go back to the inn. But it's a good stopping point for the episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.